Hi, this is Brad Hennebert, founder of Tax Defense Ohio. We're a certified public accounting firm specializing in solving IRS and state tax problems. This video series will discuss the various problems that people have with the IRS and what we can do to help, and what you can do to help on your own. Have you received a notice from the IRS and only to hurry up and throw it in the trash or hide it from your spouse? Do you hope it'll just go away? Well, it won't. Unfortunately, the IRS and state tax problems just don't go away by themselves. Many times penalties and interest end up adding up to be more than what you originally owed the IRS in the first place. So the IRS has a lot of power over your life. They not only can seize your bank accounts, but they can seize all the money that you make in your paycheck too. They can garnish your wages up to 75% of your net paycheck. Can you live on 25% of your net pay? No, but the IRS thinks you can. In all my years of practicing before the IRS, I've seen many people that have had a rough patch in their life that kept them from filing and paying their taxes. So IRS problems happen to good people. Someone gets sick, they can't work, someone loses their job, it's terrible. There's not enough money to pay the taxes in 1 year, so then the person doesn't file. Then they're afraid to file afterwards because they don't want to get caught and they don't want to end up going to jail. And it gets to be a vicious cycle. Because worse than not paying your taxes actually is not filing them. That's against the law. So here at Tax Defense Ohio, we have a 4-step process that we use to help solve your IRS problems. We meet with you to determine your side of the story. What happened in your life that kept you from being able to file your taxes or pay the IRS on time. And then the second part of that is we do a transcript investigation. We get authorization from you to contact the IRS or the State Department of Taxation and figure out what they say that you owe. And we get the whole record of your account, what's been filed, what hasn't, and then we can get in there and figure out what you really owe and why. And the third step is called compliance. So what we do there is we file any unfiled returns that have not been filed by you, and that stops the clock on the penalties for unfiled returns. And then if they did a substitute for return, which is they made something up, either the IRS or the State Department of Taxation did, we file the corrected return. And most of the time this ends up lowering your tax liability off of what they estimated. And then the fourth step is resolution. So after we get it all done, let's say you had 4 or 5 years of unfiled returns, we get them all filed, we come up with a net number. Some years you might get a refund for, you might not, but we get a net number. And if it's a big number and you need to work out a payment plan, that's something that we can do. But that resolution step, we get everything filed, work out a payment plan, get the IRS off your back, stop the garnishments, stop the levies, and get you set. So in our next of the 10-part video series, we're going to go into more detail on how to solve the different tax problems and even how you can solve some of your own tax problems. So stay tuned. Check us out at taxdefenseohio.com to get our free special report and to contact us. Thanks.